Hello, hello. We're live. Oh, just switched to what it was playing. There we go. Not that one. This one. There we go. But yeah, hello everybody. Welcome in. We are trying something new for today's stream. Just a little bit. Because we have Anime FX open. So this is a little animation program I've been talking about that I want to mess around with today. Hey Agent, hey Apine, how's it going? I'm really excited to mess with this more because I have like my little guy all rigged up. I haven't played with this too much, but I do want to today specifically. I can turn that off. Okay, so these are each of my parent layers. Right. Do I have them all set up? Not really. Just some of them. So like everything in here is also technically already a folder, but I'm gonna mess with it. Hey Meeps, how's it going? Hey Comet. Can't use Twitch chat on my computer. What do you mean you can't use Twitch chat on your computer? Ow. What's wrong with it? Like, what happened? Like your laptop computer or like your regular one too? Because like, is that just like a new thing it's said to have an issue with? Huh, weird. Try refreshing, I guess? I don't know how to do that. Either way, look, it's Matt. He doesn't have any of his stuff done yet. I also have to fix his arm because it's on the wrong layer, the coloring of it. But like, we'll keep messing with this. I might. Oh wait, I'm realizing I can't have the music here because I'm gonna be like watching tutorials like half the time. Yeah, I don't know what would be wrong with your stuff then. I wouldn't know how to fix it anyway, so good luck. I hope it fixes itself. And if not, I hope you can find a way to fix it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to switch where we're getting our audio from. I don't really want to, but I do kind of need this tab for like tutorials and stuff. So I'm gonna switch us over to Spirit City for music. Which I don't really want to do, because sometimes it gets copywritten, but we'll do it. We'll have something from Lo-Fi Girl. You play? I gotta switch the thing, so sorry there's no music. Let me fix that. Wait, is that every tab? Oh, that is every tab. That's weird. Where is it? There it is. Here, have Spirit City. We're gonna mute that. I need to figure out where this art is because it's on the wrong layer. I need to fix it. Which one was that? I'm right. There we go. Okay, why is your coloring in the wrong area? You're the only layer that seems to be having this problem too. How do I... Are you gonna tell me what it is? Or are you just gonna... Alright. Is it position? There it is, okay. Oh, is everything like on the same layer technically? That would make sense for why it's being weird. Okay. Oh yeah, his leg also isn't finished. I don't know why, because I did, like, use the fill tool, but, like, for some reason he doesn't have one of his legs. Where is it? Is it right? Yeah, there we go. Like, look, there's no filling on this one. Can I even fix that at this point? I think I can. I'd have to open up Clip Studio Paint. Here, let's go fix the actual file and tinker with it as well from here. But yeah, Matt is missing one of the fillings on his leg, so we're gonna go fix that real quick, and then we'll work on this. But yeah, I am really happy on how this did end up turning out. Where is it? Okay, here. Yeah, the color should be on. Oh, there isn't any. Oh, never mind then. There we go. Let's fix that. Here, I'll put anime effects under Clipsio Paint. We'll have these two switching back and forth for now. I don't know how I completely forgot to fix that. And there's the issue of one of his legs. I guess I was trying to fix this pretty quickly right before we started. So here, let me also go ahead and fix the fact that there's like this giant line here I don't exactly want. Is that correct? I don't think so, because like, but there's still be that same crease. Let me just that a bit more. Why are my like emojis not loading on my OBS? Today's being a little jank, it seems. Not fully sure why, but it's fine. There we go. Alright, and then I just need the file to be fucked with. I'm not actually sure how I would, like, do I save over it? Probably. I can either just save over it or redo this completely, which I think I'd rather just do. So I'll just make a new file with this one. Save duplicate. But I can see what it's supposed to be by going through my finished art list. PSD, PSD, okay. Yep, just save over that. And then hopefully I should be able to... replace the file from here. To be fair, actually, if I'm doing this, I might as well, fix some of the other issues, because there is, like, the slightest, bit pouring out here. I just need to open and close every folder until I find it. Is this arm? No, this arm should be right. There we go. It's ever so slightly trying to escape. There we go. But yeah, that was the only, that arm was the only one that decided to give me trouble, luckily enough. It had some of the thing bleeding out, the color of it. I do kind of want to have all of these also saved as not being folders, because I don't really need the folders to be separated at this point now. Here, I'll also go through and, like, save a duplicate form of everything. Why are you taking the name of the thing below you? That's annoying. This is going to take so much longer. And duplicate earring top. bottom. Okay, the face pieces. Also turn everything off that we've taken. Nope. Duplicate, move, close. Head base. Grab the hair puff. Move that down. Alright, there's a lot of stuff to tinker with when it comes to anime effects as well, which is really cool. Duplicate. Move. That was his hand. Hand right. Yeah. Now I have to check my my left. Okay, I'm bad with like my directions and stuff, so I do have to check my left and right every once in a while by putting up like the L's. It's only every once in a while, and by that I mean every time. Arm R, turn that off. Duplicate, move, hide. FR. There we go. Alright, I'll be done with this probably in a little bit. This might take some time. At least they're all in order, though. I'm really excited to start getting the hang of this because I really do want to have like those animated starting soon in BRB screens. Because I think they're neat and very pretty. The leg bone's connected to the leg bone. Oh, does it go right to... Oh, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, because the leg would be in front. I was confused on why it wasn't behind the body layer, but I did that on purpose. Because it shouldn't be. Well, actually, I guess I could move it to see how it looks. Probably wouldn't change much. But it's more so just for when this leg is moving, it doesn't, like, disappear when it doesn't need to. Oh, wait. Oh, I ended up merging one of the ones I didn't want to. This is supposed to be... Right, I changed the name before I merged it. That was dumb. There we go. Thigh R, this is... half L. Turn that off. Thigh L. Stop pressing there. There we go. Oh yeah, there was also something I wanted to edit in my, that doesn't have the L I wanted to. There we go. What part is this? That looks like I just copy-pasted the puff again, but that's not what that should be. Weird. Oh, it is! Because I didn't bring this with me. What? How did you not get brought with? Come here. There we go. Thigh L. Almost done. only thing left is the body and the other two parts of the arms. Then I can go back through, edit it over. And then we can start the process of messing with his rigging. I mostly just wanted to fix the things that were messed up so I don't just have to look at them and be annoyed by them because I rushed at the very end. Mostly because the day I was supposed to be finishing this all up is when we had that dog.
I have something to say.
Hello. What you got, Rhea?
More. Have a little kiss.
Oh, how sweet. Hey, Wolfie, how you doing? And L. And finally, last but not least, Arm L. Hey, what was wrong with it? Okay, now I can save this as the file I want it to be, and then fix it. I'm doing pretty well. I mostly just wanted to fix up the art so I can actually do this the way I wanted to. I don't know if I can say how everyone else is. How is everyone else doing? What is this? Oh, that's my reasons. Ooh. I am really glad that Clipsio Paint does not show you the folders and stuff when I'm hovering over them. Ooh. Photoshop documents. Finished art. Save over that again. No, shit, cancel. That's not right. It still has the background. I don't want it to have the background. Sorry, flashbang. Mild flashbang. Save duplicate, PSD. Finished art. Save over. Yep. Replace that, blah blah, okay. And say goodbye to Clipsio Paint. Save. I wonder what that does. File. And then I wonder if I can, like, save over this. Like if I open a project, will this do what I'm looking for? Oops, sorry, bump the mic. No. Edit. No, that's just undo. Set canvas, set animation loop, set frames. Huh. I didn't make any changes, I don't think. Alright, let's try opening a new project then. Initial resource. Where is he? Alright, actually, it should be towards the top of the list. There it is. Max frame count. Let's just make it like 120. Let's make this short. Leave it at like the default 24. And okay. Building an object tree. I should have grabbed more water at the start. I'll go get more when I run out. I have enough for now. What I do need to do is delete all of this. I just like the way it looks when I don't have a bunch of the folders because it's a little confusing to look at. Also, I figured out how to put it into dark mode. It was not right before stream. And I was like, that's horrible. I hate it. It's so fucking bright. Oh, I was just turning all of those on. They didn't. Ow. I thought I was selecting multiple things at once. I was not. I have to delete these by hand. That's fair. Unless. Nope. I have to delete them by hand. Okay, let's turn all of that back off. delete, delete, delete. You guys can't even see that I'm deleting things because they all match up with the parts that are on top, so it doesn't even really look like anything's happening, does it? I'm also really excited to like show how this works because it's such an interesting program, and it's super simple and it's free. They have like a whole Discord to help with like working things out and different tutorials, and also just seeing other people do their thing, which is super fun. But yeah, first, let's make sure all of the bones and stuff are in the right place. No. There we go. Alright, so let's move his hair thingy to here. Can't really see if that's the spot I'm trying to put it in. Okay, it is. Zoom out. At least we know things are getting deleted. Yeah, I have to... Well, I guess you can kind of see, like, my mouse and stuff. Also, thanks for making me smile. I didn't even realize. But yeah, it's kind of funny that I'm deleting so much, but you can't really see that any of it's happening. I also want to make parent layers, so let's add a folder. Create folder, rename, head stuff. So the hair thingy, earring top, earring bottom has to be in the same place as the top of it, since they swing from the same spot. That's probably good enough. Yeah, the lights look really nice. Also, welcome to the non-existent shoulder. I hope you enjoy your stay. Alright, base doesn't really need a centered part. Hopefully it doesn't move around weird. Head base should be here. Now I wonder if the face needed to have a spot that it rotates from, but we'll see if that gets fucked up in any way, shape, or form. Also, fun fact, the order of the layers in the program does not change anything. What? But I still kind of like them to be in order, just so I know where I've placed them. Because sometimes that can be a problem. Alright, now, also the fun thing about the fact that the entire head is in a specific spot is... There we go. Everything connected to the head will now move to this specific layer. So if I just do this, now all of it's stuck together. Control Z. Oh, wait, I'm realizing I did not put his puff with the rest of his head. There we go. And let's move your rotation point to be somewhere in here. Head base should be at the neck. Base should just be here. Earring, hair thing. There we go. And then the whole head disappears if I turn it off. So let's have a new parent layer. Or it's more so a parent folder than a layer. Parent folder for the right arm. Hand up. And arm going there. And it looks like every layer stayed in its original positioning, which is good. Right arm layer goes here for its rotation point. Or just about. Hand rotation point should be about here. And then the actual arm rotation point should still be here. There we go. Then we have the next leg. Create folder. Rename. Right leg. I'm treating this more so how I treat PNG Tuber Plus, because it's kind of similar to the way that works. Why did your leg move? Excuse me, sir. What happened to your leg? I'm assuming that this folder is in a different position. Okay, well, I'll have to fix that after. I just wanted to make sure I didn't fuck something up. There we go. Your position is -7. No wonder you're below everything all of a sudden. There we go. I'll also have to mess with the positionings in a couple different ways, actually. As someone who's tried doing SFM, yeah, ordering the files is very important to keep track of. Yeah. Especially because I have some big projects I want to do in the future, and I've got to make sure everything is in, like, is done the right way now. While I'm in my learning phase. Though a good amount of it's probably just going to be me fucking around and not knowing what I'm doing, but that's fine. That's kind of most of the time. Create folder. Rename. We are on left leg. Left leg, calf leg, thigh. Are you still in the right spot? I think so. The body doesn't really need a folder because it's kind of already in the right spot by default. Turn off right leg. Never mind, the body does need to have its position changed. Okay, fine. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'll just change this thing's position. Why are you so low? Why are you in the negatives? Goodness. Oh, but now you're here. Right leg was -1. Why are these things in the negatives so frequently? Right arm is also like -5. What the hell? Okay, let's just make you like 4. The head and stuff can be... Oh, wait, no. Head and stuff can be 1. Right arm will be placed at 2. Right leg will be placed at 3. Left leg will get to be 4. I'm doing this the wrong way around. I'm putting them higher up. No, wait. Then head should be +1. Right arm should be 0. Left leg should be -1. I'm doing this in entirely the wrong order. You're supposed to be -2. Body is at -13. No. Why is negative... What? How are you higher than the right arm, which is at 0? Is 0 like a neutral position? Okay, fine. We won't have right arm at 0. Do I have these backwards? What is happening? Why is this entire arm, like, incorrect? Oh, because they're still in weird positions underneath the folder. Weird. Why is this working the way it is? Let's just put you, like, all the way down. Okay, now it looks like everything's back to normal. Okay, fine. I won't, like, try to put them in specific places. If it works, it works. Got it. Does not like being messed with. Create folder, rename. And now we got left arm. The fun parts of learning a new program. Hey. Your hand. What the heck? There we go. That was weird. Okay, now everything is in the right places. We should be right here. Okay, now each layer and everything that's supposed to be connected is in the same place, which is most of what I needed. Now I can tinker with it from here. At least lighting color isn't based on where the spawn locations of the godforsaken map is. SFM was a devil, really? That sounds like so much fun, though. All right. Now we get to do one of the other fun parts, which is adding bones. We get to add bones. I'm still not fully sure how the bones work, by the way. We're about to find out. So bones are complicated because this right here is not enough on its own. Because the bones have influence somewhere. There it is. There's like a certain amount of area that the bones will affect, and you have to change it manually. And I'm only mildly confused by how it works. If something isn't in like this area of effect, it will be bad. Oh, that's how you do that part. Okay, I'm starting to understand. It might be a bad idea to have this be the arm's bones. But yeah, you guys will understand soon. Because this happens if they're not correct. If the bones aren't right, this will occur. Uh-oh. Okay, let's remove these also. To make sure each part has the bones in the right layers. Because right now I'm just tinkering with the arm as a whole. I need to make sure the entirety of the bones is correct. So maybe we overshoot a little bit. Yeah, just a little liquefaction. It's okay. That's fine, probably. Wait, am I not on the right? Find bone to know. Interesting. I'm not sure what I was just tinkering with there. Here, let's just, There we go. Whatever that was. Just influence. Oh, I'm on the hand layer. That's why nothing's happening. Whoopsies. There's nothing for bones to exist in. Let's have it be more sideways as well. There we go. I shall tinker with the bones until they are perfect. I don't know how much the bones can and can't be, like, in a certain space. But we'll see. Let's add another one from here to here. I also need to find out how much of it is, like, allowed to go past certain points and, like, what happens when you try to do such a thing. Okay, like, this covers the full area, but I don't know how much of this needs to be, like, moved around. So, let's find out. Yep, still fucky. Oh, goodness. Alright. Back to the drawing board. Quite literally. So all of it's within here. I just think it needs to be more perfected than I have it being. Which means maybe we remove this one entirely while I keep messing with the whole thing to make sure it's correct. So maybe like here to here? Is that the entirety of the shoulder? No, I think it would be... Ooh, that's probably a bad idea. Don't just start tinkering with it there. This is move joints, so I can edit them with this. That should have most of it then. There we go. So how big does this circle get? Or circle, quote unquote. Okay. Decrease the circle of influence by like a lot. That's as far as that's gonna go. I do have to move this over this direction a bit more. There we go. And then move this one over a bit more too. So hopefully this should work a little better for this arm at least. Now to tinker with the bones to see what happens when I move them. It's still kind of weird, which is interesting. Like, obviously it's being stretched in a weird way because all of the way, like, it's just not proper. But, like, I'm trying to figure out why it looks the way it does. Wait, can I can draw it in custom, I think. Oh. Sorta. Oh. Okay, that's a little rough. I don't believe this is working the way I thought it would. Nope, no it does not. Okay, going back. Like, I assumed this would work just fine on its own, but it doesn't. And then the way it moves is kind of weird, too. Oh, I also haven't been connecting it to the little limb down here. Is that also part of the problem? Probably. From here? So maybe that was part of the problem? Nope, still is weirdly smearing for some reason. What is this stuck to? Do I just need to make this as big as possible? Is it not about, like, perfecting it? Oh, I guess it is. Yeah, the more of it that's in the radius, the less of it that has a problem. Okay, so it wasn't about making it as perfect, pixel perfect as possible. That did not help at all, actually. So that means I want to do this. There we go. Now when moving his arm, it does actually kind of act like an actual arm. Okay, now, see, this is also why tinkering is important. So now I figured that out. One of his arms actually got bones. Let's add one to the hand as well. And there we go. Oh, I turned the right arm off instead of what I meant to do. Now for another fun part is I want to add some... There's going to be bones in this stupid little thingy on his head. Because I do want it to have, like, a little bit of waviness to it. Bones. Alright. One here. 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 I don't know if I really need this thing to move at all like that. Actually, here, let's just not do that. Let's not put bones in there. We'll just let it move around in a funny little staticky way. Also, because this isn't really... We'll see. I'll see. I'll see what I want to do with this all. But I do want the arms to have a bit of waviness because they're not separated. So let's go to the left arm. Turn off the body, so I'm making sure I'm getting every part. And we have it be like here to here. Then I have to turn the hand off. And here. This. But actually, I should do that part last. Or at least focus on... There's only two parts. What am I saying on at least? This part should be first. Here to here. And then here to here. There we go. Now just to make sure... Yep. That works fine, and then it works fine this way. Control C. Whoopee! Yippee! He is beginning to move. I forgot his hand. Yeah, I don't know if the hands need to move the same way as the rest of him. So for now, we'll just let the hands be. Is your rotation thing in the right spot still? Yeah, it is. Okay. I also need to figure out how this rotation movement works. It's like, it's neat. I can do this. I'm just not fully sure how to do this in the animation. Because I want the arms to have a little bit of, like, actual wiggle to them. Which is why I'm adding bones. But, like, the legs don't really need that, especially with the way they're connected, so I think they'll be fine. Because they're two different parts. But we'll see. I don't think I really want to add... bones anywhere else, because the bones are more for, like, wigglage. And I don't want his, like, earring to do that. Which is why I have their rotations placed where they are. I don't want to edit the meshes. I'm fine with where they are because I don't know what they do just yet. That's another thing I need to mess with, is even though each of the leg, like, parts are in the right places, each separate one is not yet. There we go. So thigh should be about here. Which leg is this? Oops. I am thinking of the wrong one. Why are you there? So your rotation should actually be about here. Calf rotation should be about here. Then let's move to the right leg. It's currently turned off. Alright, calf rotation is here. And about here. Nope. Also kind of a nope. Maybe it should be more towards this area. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Control V. Alright. Then having that be more towards that part. This should also have the same thing going on. Nope. Whoopsies! Wrong thing. There we go. Okay, that's both the legs done. Oh yeah, wait, where is the actual... Where's the thing for the body? Just here? This will have it be here? I don't know if this one really needs a piece. Everything's supposed to be following the body anyway. Which also means technically the body should be the highest up layer because it should be the largest folder. Or like parent piece. Which I'm not fully sure how parent pieces work. So now we move on to the quote-unquote fun part, where I just go and watch YouTube videos and figure out what I'm doing. We're learning today. I could have also made this a co-working stream, because this is going to be a lot of me learning, and not a lot of me drawing. So let's go find the tutorials I have. Oh, I'm also so excited for Woolhaven next week. And I have some good news about the YouTube video. I spent at least a good 30 minutes or so on it today. So I've doubled the amount of clips I have, and I have a lot of edits I want to add to it over the weekend mostly. I don't fully remember how far I am through the actual, like, VOD, because it was like 3, almost 4 hours. And I'm not fully keeping track, but I'm cutting it down as we go. And let's see, where is it? Oh, great. I'm scrolling through, like, my YouTube history, and this is gonna take forever. I listen to a lot of my music on YouTube as well, and this was videos watched on Tuesday. We're gonna be here for a long time. That's yesterday. Okay, well, I can also skip by, like, based off of what day it is, so I don't have to scroll too slowly. Skip. But yeah, once I'm gonna try, learning more to master this, as I would like to say. At least enough to make, like, funny little animations. Who knows, maybe I'll actually be able to do animation memes, too. Aha, I've made it to Tuesday. Damn, I didn't watch anything else on Tuesday other than these videos. Oh, it was also because it was towards the end of the day as well. Alright, let's see. So there's that one, and this one. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, how did you see that part? Right, the keyframes are gonna go where I am on the thing. What's this animation? What's it doing right now? Oh, that's just the thing I have. It's not doing anything just yet. Okay, so if I move it here and like just rotate the head. There we go. So from like the start to there, it'll do that? No. It has done nothing. I don't know. I don't know why this is here, by the way. Just move bone. I don't know what that's about. I have not done anything yet. It just has that there. Wait, why is it gone? Don't do that. Okay. Okay, maybe this isn't the one I'm looking for. Yeah, people who actually make tutorials, very helpful, because I would be so incredibly lost without them. How are you doing all of this? Thank you for the self-care reminder. How are you getting it to do the animation? I want it to, like, do stuff. Like, I wanted the head to do that, but it's now like that by default? If I then rotate it more, are you going to animate now? Oh, now it does. Okay. But I don't want the head to be here in this position. I want it to be normal. I just want there to be, like, this all to be the default stuff. Why is it not, like, adding anything yet? Am I, like, misunderstanding how this thing works? Shouldn't these be the defaults? Yeah, it doesn't go back to normal. This then becomes the default. Why is that how that works? Delete key? Do I have to do something here? Silence support. What is happening? Force rotate key? I don't... Will this do what I need it to? Nope, still there. Is there like a thing I'm supposed to do to start the animation? Yeah, that's the position. Oh, okay. So I need to turn them on here? With rotate? So now will you do something? Aha! I have to turn them on here in the side area. So now his head moves back. Okay, now I'm understanding. So each of them have to have rotate turned on. Oh, that's why these things have move and rotate everywhere. So I assume that I can, like, move them around from here? Alright, which means I maybe have to make another folder for everything. Nope, not what I meant to do. Another folder, rename, full body, put every layer within it. Okay, there we go. Now I can have... Oh, shit. Not what I meant to do. Keep forgetting. There we go. Change that. And then from here, he'll move around. I make the thing too small? Because I don't know if he has enough moving room, really. I think it just shrunk to be around him, because I'm pretty sure I gave him more space than this. Okay, so what's the effect? Oh, if I can do that. Interesting. Okay, so if I want like a spot on the timeline where he goes slightly up and down, I do that. And then here, back up. Here, back down. Then there's also like the easing and stuff, which I'll get into in a second. And then have the animation set to loop. Okay. Aha! He moves! See? We're doing it! Oh, this is also, like, really out of the center area. Oh, pause. Oh, that only resets the rotation of him. There we go. Aha! He floats now! I figured it out! It took a while, but I figured it out. Oh yeah, I can also, like, copy-paste these. So copy key, paste key, so that he'll, like, go back to his default positioning. Or not. Delete key. What is this? I'm not sure what these things are. I've now copied a second one, and I don't know what they do. Okay, then I'll have, like, at the very end, him move back up. It's supposed to be here. Oh, it looks like he ends in the same place, so I guess I'll just move him up one more time from here. Oh, he's off the screen. That's the beginning. There we go. His movement pattern is a little rough because you can see when I accidentally moved him to the sides. Okay, delete key. Delete key. This thing down here is not a key. Oh, this is messing with his okay, so each... It's probably really small for you guys, but if you look here, there's like 2 different keys for each move and rotate spot. Which is really nice, because you don't have to like change each part individually, but you can. So he'll still be at this spot when you're messing with his rotation. Delete, delete. And we're going back to default position. Actually, you know what? Let's just Control Z everything we made instead. Because I'm still not sure what those like little triangles are for. Or remotely what they do. Is it? Oh, is that like the most I can undo? Uh-oh. Okay, never mind. I'm going to keep undoing then. I am having a good time with this. I probably won't be doing more of these where I'm like learning this specific program. Next time I mess with this program, I'll probably just be making something. But I don't know if I'll be doing that anytime soon, because I do want to keep messing with it, but most of that stuff is going to be stuff I do for streaming things. Because I also want to try making emotes in this program, which some have done, and it looks pretty cool. Oh, that's the force rotate key doing that as well. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I did not mean to make him bigger. Put this back to the beginning. So from here, slightly up. Oh yeah, I can also just grab this. And to make sure I'm not like moving him up and down by accident, like to the left or to the right, I can just move this. Oop. And now I move this. Oh, the positioning does not work the way I thought it did either, because these arrows don't just move him the way I thought they would. Okay, so this way. Then the next here, he goes back down. And we have one where he moves up. Keep pressing the wrong thing. And just to make sure he's not, like, moving in a way I don't want him to, I'm just pressing the buttons on the side instead. Move. And he heads back down. Not too far down. I can also just change the canvas size. Set canvas size. He's already at 800, but I'm gonna set it to 1,000. Okay. Oh, he is not centered. Okay, this is not like a movement thing that needs to be on the board. I'm just gonna have to fix it anyway because he's gonna be in a weird spot. I also want to change this. Also, welcome back from ads. I'm figuring it out. It's happening. Learning has occurred. We're gonna see how much of him I get to have actually animated in a cool way today. Let's also fix where he's sitting. Then I have to delete the keys I added because I kind of messed them up. Okay, so first I want to give him like a floating effect. Just putting this here. Move. And then just move him upwards a little. Not sure how a little that is. He starts at 509. He ends at 479. Okay, so he's losing like 20. 30? 20. Yes, 20. So then I want him to go down again, like 20 or so. He's now lower than when he started, which I'm fine with. Then about here, move him up again. Don't want them to be exact every time. Then from here, he moves down once more. Not too low, but still around the same area. Then by like this mark, he moves back up once more. I think I'm doing this correct. Play. I might want to move the way these are, because I feel like he's moving up and down a little too fast. Maybe I do actually have these, like, split into the... Maybe not, like, because this is what? This isn't very long, because I don't think these are... What, it's 24 frames? Actually, I can probably check here. Frames per second, 24 frames, and I think this is like a... Maximum frame count is 120. What is that? For 120 divided by 24 isn't exactly 10. It's 5 seconds. Okay, so if this is a 5-second animation and he's going up every once in a while, is it these? 0, 30. Oh, right. I'm not counting these the way I should be then. So around what point should that first one stop? So I want it to happen like every 24 seconds as he goes up and down to match the actual thing. Set back to the beginning. Okay, I think this is better. Oh, nope, he moved a little faster there than I wanted him to. And I also want him to end in the same spot. So this still has to be the exact same line he's supposed to be at. Let's make this 9. There we go. So he'll always end in the same spot. Especially so it's better for the loop. Up, down, up. Then he very quickly goes back to the center again. Which is not as planned. Why are all the bunnies on me right now? Move. Why is everyone crowding me? I'm scared. Hello. Hi. Move. Scooch. I've never seen them all, like, crowded up like that. Scooch. Go walk somewhere else. Lest I start throwing you. Okay, so I want him to move up and down every time. Essentially for every second of animation. Am I gonna have to count these? I hope not. Maybe I should just edit the frame rate and make it 30. There we go. Let's just straight up set this to 30. Project, set max frame count. Then I would want it to be... Here we go. So it goes back here. Which also means he goes up at 30. He goes down at 60. It's only slight bunny revolt behavior. Hey, there will be no revolts. I cook for these little fuckers. Don't betray me. I'm the only one who can feed you. I mean, I guess you guys could steal them and just, like, bring them home. Then you guys could feed them. That is true. Up, down, and then he just stops. So does that mean I have this in the wrong order, then? He starts in the center. He goes up. Goes back down. Goes up. Goes down. Oh, it probably just looks weird because he's not going down very much. Even when it's looping, like, right? Because he also resets, sort of. Alright, we found our next thing I have to mess with. Oh yeah, I also have to save this as an actual project, because right now it's not. And then replace the old name. So now this is the only project I have. So let's think. So maybe I don't have him end in the same spot. Maybe I do have him, like... He goes up, he goes down, he goes up. Yeah, because then he ends in the same spot when it loops back around. So I guess I don't have him end in the same spot. Well, I do want him to, but like... How do I fix that? Because I don't exactly want him moving in this first part. Maybe I have it be like... halfway points? It's actually a interesting little thing I have to think about. How do I make this loop? Maybe I have him move at the start? I guess him having a default position doesn't matter anymore because I'm moving the entire body anyway. What happens if I delete this key at the end? Like, what does it do? Delete key. Start. Let's see what happens to him. I feel like he's just gonna stop moving entirely now, which is kind of funny. Yep. He does not move from that point. So would I have him move up? No, because he's already moving up in the animation. So do I have to reverse this? So he goes up, goes down, goes up. Oh, goodness. Thank you for all of that. Hi, Kari. How's it going? Up, down, up, down. He should go up again, but then he's up at the start. So maybe I just also have to add another second of animation and then just make him move down again. Maximum frames, 180. Then move the animation thing here. So then add another where he moves up. Up, he's going down. All right, so move him back up again, and then I guess... Yeah, because now he'll be moving back down if I have him in his default animation position. Alright, sorry. I sneezed and I had to mute my mic. Okay, so now he should look like he's going back down to make it the loop better. Up, down, up. No. Okay, he's back. He just kind of stops. Wait, did I copy the right one? Right, there's no, like, downwards animation then. I also maybe think I should move this to be faster. Also, why is there no, like, actual halfway point? Why are these, like, they're split into thirds. So this would make that 20. Back down at 40. Right now. 10. That wasn't remotely correct. There we go. Alright, then 80. Then 100. Let's also see how this looks, because now he's moving a lot more each second. I feel like he's still moving too quickly, and I want him to have a more... He's at every 20 frames is too fast. Every 30 feels too slow. That was interesting. What did I mix up which these ones were? Up, down, up, down. So I guess the second to last one should be up, but I guess I don't want it to be the same position he starts in for some reason. Still not fully sure why that, like, looks weird. I feel like I'm definitely doing something in the wrong way. But there's not a lot of tutorials on this one. It's not a super well-known app. Oh, there we go. Now he loops properly. Okay, so just copying it didn't work. It had to be a separate move to just put him in the same place. Now he looks better. Okay. So for the basics of it, he looks good. Now we get to do the fun part. Let's also save. So the fun part of this is doing that all over again for each part. First thing I want to do is make it so his hair thingy is rotating slightly. But maybe I should see if I want to move the head at all. The rotate thing there. There's a move thing that shouldn't be here. If I have them closed, do they not do anything? Like, what's going on here? Nothing. Got it. It's fine. And then just also keep this on loop. So for now, he's fine. I also think I can technically move the hair thingy by itself first. If I want to undo it, then I'll have to later. Okay, so for rotation, I want this to move down. Because hair is supposed to be slightly delayed in its movement. So if he's going up, oh, then this is going the wrong way. And it should be slightly delayed when moving. It should move around here. Just a little after it starts to move. Oh, I'm also doing the wrong thing. I'm moving the default thing. Undo. Yeah, don't move his hair thingy. What I want to add is a rotate. Here. Right? Have it move up. Rotate's turned on here. Is it working now? Okay, now there's two. Okay, there we go. I'm also gonna have to make sure I'm doing this the correct way. So if he moves upwards... Oh wait, no, it's kind of the other way around, so it should move down, actually. That way. That's not the part I want to be messing with. Hair actually should be moving slightly downwards. Not by a lot, though. Then slightly after, it gets to move up. Slightly after. Rotate down. Really the fuck around and find out phase. We'll see if I'm doing this right at all. Rotate down. And then what's its default rotation? I assume 1 angle 19. Angle 19. Let's also see. 19. 890. Okay, now let's see what it does. Kinda. It's not entirely accurate, but at least it's moving. It kind of looks like it's backwards, so it probably is. I thought that maybe if I had it like move downwards, it would. Hey, it's supposed to be slightly after also, not slightly before. Not there just yet. Not sure why there's this line here when I go to the whole thing, but almost. It's moving. We're figuring it out. That's the entire point of today's stream, is figuring it out. Maybe I did actually want to add bones to it, because it doesn't. It's also not moving the way I wanted it to at first. I just don't really want to add bones to his hair. It seems wrong. I can also just move here so it's not showing me the rotation thing. Yeah, no. I don't think he has like the force for his hair to be moving that way. So it is all backwards right now. Okay, then I'll have his hair thingy move up when he moves up. I'll keep this one at the end because it is technically the thing I needed to do. How do you mess with the bones? I think the bones are like their own thing. I don't think you have to turn those on necessarily. Because here, let's go mess with one of his arms. Let's like move the. Oh wait, is his hand gonna follow his arm if I do this? No, it won't. Maybe I wasn't supposed to make this separate. Maybe the hands being separate is a bad thing, actually. We're about to find out. Yep, that's not right. The bones also didn't work. The bones didn't work anyway, so, okay, then. Then what do I do? Or if I do move it, I have to make sure it's still in sync throughout the whole process? Was I supposed to add bones? Was I supposed to add the bones on the... No, I guess that is true. I could have just added the bones to the outside part. Like here. On the folder instead of within each part. Bones. Can I just, like, copy the arm bones? Where are my arm bones? Matt? Matt, honey. Where are your bones? What the fuck? I'm on the tool that should show me bones and edit them. This is the one that moves it. Matt, where are your bones? Why is there nothing here? Matt? Oh, is it because we're not at the start? There we go. Now there's bones. That was creepy. Matt, your bones disappeared. It's kind of fucking weird. Okay, so even though the tinkering here was important, but I guess we do not have the bones be in each individual layer. They should be on the folder controlling the whole thing. Got it. The bones. You know, the bones. Are you buying bones at the clothing store? I don't ask me what's happening. I'm losing my mind. And my bones, apparently. Or his bones, at least. I'm losing track of Matt's bones. It's making things difficult for him. Okay, so moving this piece by piece. Oh my goodness, why is his hair thingy moving on its own like that? That's not right at all. Does it? Why is the rotation moving if the rotation's the same the entire time? Hey, buddy? Hey, buddy, what the fuck is happening to you? Oh, it isn't the... I forgot to delete one of them, that's why. I was like, why is it moving? I think I undid the deletion, so it was moving in a weird way. Remember, kids, don't trade your bones to the Fae. Or anyone, really. Don't trade your bones. Those are yours. There shouldn't be children here. Also, don't be here. But also, why don't trade your bones to the Fae or anyone in particular. Really, just no. Don't trade your Fae. Don't trade your bones. It's okay. Just keep those to yourself. Do not trade them with people. I mean, I guess if you really need it, like, are bone transplants a thing? Is that a thing? You just like take someone else's bones if yours don't work well? You can just like give someone else like your leg bone. All right. I've never thought about leg transplants kind of like organ transplants. How difficult would it be to find someone who has like a bone that is the exact same length as yours, or like can you shorten them? Certainly can't elongate someone else's like leg bone if you need the same size. I don't know if this is the thought process I want to care about. Never mind, didn't hear the full thought. Oh, okay. I know bone marrow transplant is a thing that's not very common and I think is incredibly dangerous. But I don't think that bone transplants are a thing. I could be wrong. I think I want to have another folder inside of this folder. Rename. Let's have an earring folder so it's easier to keep track of where this is moving. Okay, either way, we've got his float done. And we have another, we are like halfway through the stream and this is what we've gotten so far, is floating. Look, it's more than what we had at the beginning, which was nothing. So I'm happy. I mean, you can replace them with metal ones, so I get, that's true. But like, that's not really a is it a transplant? I mean like someone else's. Like, you just have another person's, like, arm bones for some reason. I don't know what particular reason he would need someone else's arm bones. Because usually, I don't think that's normally part of a transfer. I don't know if there's, like, just... Yeah, this person's not using their arm. You can have the bones within it. Like, when it comes to, like, surgical transplants, especially ones that are super necessary, like, yeah, you need... I can understand a liver, but, like, bones? At that point... Wouldn't you just, like, cut the limb off? Like, if it's not... Like, you can usually, if you fracture something, it can be placed back together or be replaced with, like, something else. But do people, like... Can you, like, trade your arm bones? What if you break a rib? Can someone, like, give you a rib? Is that... Is that a possible thing, or is it just a stupid idea? I don't know if you'd want that either, but, like... Is that even possible? Is that a thing you can do? I assume no, because, like, why would you? At that, again, it's just, like, at that point, the limb probably isn't useful, or the, like, part like, if it's messed up so bad, you can't just, like, there is bone graft, like, skin grafts? Like, you can place pieces of bones together. I guess that makes sense. They are, like, natural things that grow and heal. That makes more sense than just, like, replacing the whole thing. Bone graft. Sounds like some holiday, like Halloween thing you'd have in school. You know how you had like all those like Halloween papers or like holiday themed papers for math class and shit. Here's your bone graph. How many bones does the skeleton have? Round up or something. I don't know. It just makes me think of those like stupid holiday themed papers we'd get for classes. They were kind of fun, but they were also kind of silly. Like, oh, it's Halloween. Let's do Halloween math. How many pumpkins does Timmy have? If Timmy gives away 1 pumpkin to Martha, and Martha gives that pumpkin away to trade for 5 pieces of candy, and then trades back to Timmy 2 pumpkins for 15 pieces of candy, how much are the pumpkins worth? Like, I don't fucking know. I don't know. Not an even amount. I guess she gave him change. Does he owe her candy change now? What is happening? No, I'm going back to work. Don't ignore me. I'm being stupid at this moment. Ignore me. What I want to do is mess with more things that rotate. So what if here I want this rotated? Oh shit. I didn't move this thing. No, wait. That was bad. You're not... No rotation. There's no rotation for now. I just want to place this back where it needs to be. Okay, now this can be rotated. These get rotated. I also have to make sure this loops, but that's part of the exercise here. Is the looping part of it is making sure everything goes back to normal and making sure I know how to do that. Because a lot of my animations would probably be looping ones, again with like the starting soon screen I want to make with the new redesigned Sona. And then the last one has to match the original rotation, which is at angle 0. Damn. Okay. Why are some of these things so complicated? Like, the move thing feels so much more complicated. The hair thing is complicated. So is this like the original 0 point? Why is it like that? Strange. Okay. Now, play. Yay! His little earring thing moves. Why did I do that? I don't want his earring thing to move. Wait. I just realized that was pointless. Because now his earring moves in a way that I don't really need it to, because the rest of his head isn't moving at all, and now it just looks kind of dumb. He has $60. He ended up growing them and sold the bigger one. Just math bullshit. Okay. I'm clearly losing my mind. Apparently that's what happens when I try to animate. I don't want his earring to move, so I'm not sure why I did any of that. What I wanted to move was the hair thing. Let's just undo all of that. There we go. No more rotation. What I want to move is this thing, but I also think I'm going to move the entire head a little bit. Let's just collapse that. Send this back to the beginning. So I want him to move his head slightly downwards, but only so slightly. Oh, wait, I did the thing wrong again. So rotation should be on here. Then, here, his head should ever so slightly move forward. Not by much, really. I don't want his head to move around too much. What is this one? Why are you here? Be gone. Oh my goodness, why does this... This already looks weird. Wee. I guess I'm moving your head back too much. So where is it rotated? Like a 1 here. Oh yeah, no wonder it looks weird. What does it start at? 0. So it goes from 0 to -1. I want it to be like +1. -1. Welcome to animation. Yeah, that's true. +1. -1. And then, right, it should just end up back at 0. Oh yeah, you go back to where you were placed. And then one more rotate, and then just full zeros. Oh. There we go. Okay, back to the start. Yay! Okay. Then from there, I'll move the earring and everything else. Okay. I don't want his head to move too much to make it look like he's like freaking the fuck out. But like, I think this is good. It also, I think, loops well. Yeah, it does. It loops very well. Okay. Okay. Now we get to figure out hair physics. And the earring physics. Let's see. I think I want to focus on things like the head first and then move to every other part as we go. Unless I just feel like moving to the arms. Then the arms are what we're going to mess with. Congratulations. Is it like a real fish? What do you mean you have fish? What does that mean? Actually, I want to test at... Oh, I'm sorry. What did I... This is supposed to only be the right leg. When did I put... Apparently, I accidentally put the right and left leg into the same folder. Oopsies! Ah, okay, real... I'm glad you're eating something. When do we have a bunny battle? Oh, we have a bunny battle going on. Nice! Fight, fight, fight! Okay, actually, you know what? I am gonna move to the left arm because I do want to mess with it. How does it know I already want to mess with its rotation? So around this point, I want to add a rotation, and I want it to move slightly down. The arms and other limbs are allowed to move a bit more. Okay, how does this look so far? Yay! Okay, his arm is moving. it! Did you slay people with the fish you got? Is that your weapon of choice? Fish. I do want to figure out how the, moving the bones works, though. Because, like, that's what I'm more interested in, honestly. Honestly. So I guess let's add bones to this arm. So remove body for a second. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Control E. So I want the whole arm to... I wonder... Ooh, that's something that's interesting. I want to see... I want to move the entire arm when I do... movement for this part. The one where I can move the... Yeah, just the joints. But I also want to see if I can have, like, an individual bone for this hand. And then I want to see what happens to the hand when I do that. Okay. Just the joints a little bit. Let's see what happens when I move this. Oh, nope. Part of the thumb is clipping. Okay, fine. Just make this as big as possible. Okay. Then I also want to mess with this part. Because I want to see if it's connected here and here, will it still, like, let me move the arms separately? Very curious to see how that's going to work. One of the mythical... What? The mythical... From MC Plus I used in the fight? Yeah, you use Bufo's champion spear. Is there a fish weapon? I mean, other than, like, Lord Phineas, are there fish weapons? I know we have all the fishing rods. Okay, so does this count for rotation, or are the bones, like, a completely separate thing? Nope, that wasn't what I wanted. Oh no, wait, even if it's on this, it's not working. Damn, so you can't just attach it to a folder. Why is it not showing up again? What did I do wrong? I'm all the way over here, that's why. Unless there's something I'm missing. Okay, so now it works. What the heck? So I need to have it turned on and move it? No, it doesn't move the whole thing. Like, the bone movement happens, but it doesn't move the arm. So this is gonna be difficult. I wonder why. Oh, wait. What is this? Can it only be bound to one? Okay, let's fuck with it now. What did I do there? Nope, still isn't working. Okay, so I guess that didn't do anything. I don't have set dates for when I end up doing stuff, so I can't answer that. You'll just have to catch me when I'm online, or when you're online and I'm in the and I'm interested. Because like right now, main focus fucking with this thing right now, as well as doing editing. So I don't really have like a specific time where I want to do stuff. Why is this not affecting anything? These things are in your folder. Then I try to connect the node to something and that doesn't do anything. I assume that this is what parent layers actually did, but I guess not. Because this is gonna make this really difficult if I can't just like connect things like that. I thought you at least could, but maybe not. Let's go check the Anime Effects Discord and see if they have anything talking about how bones work. Actually, here, let's look up folders instead and see if there's anything interesting in here. So I guess the folders maybe don't work with the bones, but they only work with like the other features. Okay. What's this? Huh? Oh, okay. I think I see. Someone posted like a GIF about it, so I'm not connecting them right. I need to select them and then connect them. Okay, see? I fixed it, I think. Well, we're about to see what happens to it. So when that's popping up, oh. Whoops. Okay, I did that wrong. Okay, so either way, when it pops up, it's about figuring out what each part is connected to properly. So just that. Now let's see what happens. Nope. Okay, so I'm not connecting it properly, but I am connecting it. Thank you for the save reminder, Wolf. I don't know why this... Did the sound effect go off? Oh, I probably just talked over it then. I heard that one. Save project. Thank you for the self-care reminder. That also means that everyone else should maybe go grab themselves a little drink of water, do a little stretch. Very important things to do. I think I also turned it down recently. Okay, so I need to do this correctly. So this part...
I have something to say.
Yes,
For
Raya?
you, the moth stole a muffin again.
I still have the name wrong. Okay. Oh. Okay, the hand is moving. No, now it's still moving the entire arm, which is very much so not what I want. Should I have like more than one? I still want this to not move. Is it because these are connected here? I think I kind of need to do that though. But I'm sort of figuring it out. Like, you can select what is and isn't connected. Oh, I should be connecting it to the individual thingies, I think. Like those parts. Oh, I'm connecting them together also. That was weird. This should move to the hand in general. Okay, that fix it. Well, that moves to that, which is good. Oh. Okay, now it's only moving the hand. Okay, I think I didn't remember to connect the arm to any of it. Okay, now it's connected this way. Now what happens? No, it is still not moving them separately. Okay, reset. Connect you to this thing. Connect this to this. Oh, so that's the main part of the arm. Okay, so that's not changing this the way I thought it was. Didn't we just have a save spell? Oh, okay. Thank you for the save reminder. I don't know why that was so quick. Maybe it has actually been like 3 minutes, so I will save again. But like, what? How? I can't move this at all. Usually I can move this part. And this part. But now only the hand is moving still. So did I not reconnect the arm? No, the arm is connected to this. Can I have the arm be connected to two things at once? Hand should only be connected to that. Arm should be connected to both of these. I am so incredibly confused. Can it not be connected to multiple things? I'm watching... Someone made like a GIF of how it's used. So there, right? Are these connecting individually or are they all working? I do not understand this. To be fair, the save spell is supposed to have a cooldown of a certain amount of time, so I think I might just need to up it. That's not really on you. I was just confused that it ran so quickly after it was just used. Like, it's not a you thing. It's a what its cooldown's supposed to be. No, its cooldown is 3 minutes. I guess that just feels really fast if I'm actually focusing on something. I do not understand. Okay, I want this to be connected to all of this. Not just one thing. But it looks like it's only connecting to one or the other. Which is weird.
Ahem. I have something to say.
Yes, Raya?
Here. Have a jelly bean.
See, like, that's not how that should fucking work. This should be, like, the base one. And then I want it to move from here, but no, it moves the entire arm. I should delete this part and just... Okay. Not what I wanted then. Delete this. Because I want this part to stay where it is. I don't want it to move at all. I don't know how to make it do that. I guess the next best thing is just... Oh. Now it's not moving any of it. Is it not connected to it? Okay, now it is, but like again, this isn't what I want in the first place. Like this is the same thing that would happen if I just had the whole thing on rotate. Bone warp is surrounding mesh via the influence and reset them. Bones have influence upon each other. The bone key and close key are separate. You use the ladder to move the mesh. You can use the bones from folders to influence the entire ladder using the bind bones and node feature. Pose. What is this? Fuck all, apparently. Okay. Let's just undo until that comes back. Then see what this does. Yeah, this isn't working at all the way I want it to. It's just an eraser, so erase pose, what I... So this makes all of them move at once, but again, nothing is happening here. So I guess I can only move them by manipulating the bones through the actual layers. Which is kind of unfortunate, because I was hoping that would be an easier way to do this. But now I have to figure out something else. Okay, because like the only way to make the arm actually move the way I want it to is for it to be done like this. Hey Poppy, thank you for the raid. Hey everybody, welcome on in. Hey Scrum, you should be excited to see this program. It's Anime Effects. Be a welcome on in. I am Coco the Chimera. I use she, they, and if you'd like to share your own pronouns, please do. I'd like to know how to address you, but also as always, Poppy, don't be afraid to raid and run. Go get some rest because I'm pretty sure it's pretty late for you right now. Why am I getting another... No, don't. Someone's calling me. But I don't know this person, so I don't care. Not pausing stream for this. But hey, what were you guys doing? Why were you streaming this late? What were you up to? What? See, now it works. I don't understand these damn arms. Like, of course the hand's not gonna work now. Can I connect you to bones in a different layer? No. No, I cannot. There's no bones here. Very confused. I didn't start this late. I was playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Hey, have fun! I'm glad. Well, sorry, I hope you had fun. I don't know why I said have fun. Sorry, I'm kind of losing it. Animation is difficult, man. And I'm struggling. I'm fighting with these gosh darn bones! I don't know what's happening. How do... How's Anime Effects going? Okay, here. I can show you guys what I've gotten done so far. I need to turn the rest of the body back on. Sorry, one moment. There we go. Okay, I can show you what I've gotten done so far. I hate the way this thing moves the camera. Okay. Animation is on loop. There we go. So far, this is it. We've figured out how to make him float in a perfect loop. Okay, that's actually not bad, because again, I'm starting pretty blind here. But yeah, his head moves slightly, and his body has a perfect loop going on. What I'm trying to do at the current moment is figure out how bones work, because I want his arm to move up and down slightly, but I also want, like, his forearm to actually move around. But the thing is I have the hands separate, and it doesn't like doing that very much. So I'm trying to figure out how to keep the hand connected to the arm, while also having the arm do its thing, and it doesn't like me doing any of that. Like, I can at least rotate it, but the bones are very picky about how they work. And I don't think the hand and the arm being different is good for it. Wait a second. No. I am watching someone do the thing I'm trying to do in the Discord. How did you do this? No. How did you do this? Forearm plus to four. Yeah, what? Huh? Huh? How did you do that? Someone is doing a tutorial in the Discord and they have like a video and I'm trying to figure out how the fuck it works. How'd you do that? How'd you bones? Well, using bones instead of transform means less key overall. What? How did you do this? Okay, for yours, they're all connected differently, so I guess that makes sense. But can you still do the... Well, I guess you're not actually doing what I need you to do. Because I need it to warp. How are you doing this? What are you doing here? This versus bones. Is it possible to just make another layer, like run it, like it runs separately, not connecting it, but just layer it? I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what that is supposed to mean. Is it possible to make another layer of like the art? Are you talking about the art? Because, like, yeah, I could do that, but not in the program. I'd have to restart the entire animation. Because I can't just add pieces into this. It's kind of stuck the way it is. Okay, so if you're... Though I see the way the bones work is it's all supposed to be separate. You can't have it do the, like, warping thing and have the bones be on the same, like, layer. It doesn't like that. At least I don't think. Because the way other people are doing this is implying that this is not possible. Which is one or the other. What are these from? What is this? There's nothing here. I haven't even moved the legs. Are there any other? There's another weird one here. What are you? What layer would this be moving on? I have not touched this layer. Do not move. But yeah, I don't think I can have the, like, arm warp like I want it to and have it move. I don't think the bones can do that. Which is a problem. I can see how other people make their animations. So I guess I can... Here, let me do, like, a quick look. Nope, shush. Why does my YouTube keep, like, refreshing videos when I don't want it to? Weird. Okay, real quick, checking something, because I want to see how this artist has their separated. Let's see. Do you have your arms and your hands separated, or is it all just one piece? I could have sworn it was. And YouTube's loading, like, poop, please, just quickly. Why are you slow? Am I having, like, internet problems today? Can we not have internet problems now of all times? I'm trying so hard. Okay, there's one. Oh yeah, my browser is not happy. Okay. You have all of them in a head layer. I guess I can also see if you even use the bones at all, or do you have everything separately rotated? Oh, you're rotating one of the arms. Okay, let's see. Is that a bones thing or a rotate? Okay, well. Okay, earlier on when you start, that is that is the horse saying man, but let's see. Okay, the legs are all different. Are your arms separated? It looks like they might not be, which is interesting, but that also means the hands aren't either. Which would explain why these work so well. Yeah, I don't think they have their arms separated, which is probably why they're not having problems and I am. But that is another reason on why I'm messing with this test today, is seeing what this this program can and cannot do. So I know how to properly rig stuff in the future. Or at least cut projects up. Hands do seem to be moved separately, and they're kind of... Okay, this person does animation memes with these. How do you do this? Yeah, that forearm is separated. Why are you suddenly loud? That's weird. Okay, so yeah, it looks like the way you're supposed to separate things is not the way I did them. Not for the effect I want, at least. The bones do not like being rotated from a folder. Not in the same way they are on, like, an individual layer. So that's good to know. Here, let me go back to looking at... What is this? Which is kind of interesting, but it's probably about, like, the way the smearing works when they're not put together properly. Unless maybe... I'm just doing it wrong, like I'm not supposed to have them connected here, but I assume that's not true. I feel like they can be connected. And actually, I feel like they should be, because weird stuff will happen if not. Like, why can't this move this way anymore? I kind of wish I knew why it doesn't work this way, when it would make sense if it did, but it does not for some reason. Like, it treats the folder and the other layer like it can't be moved anymore. And I find it weird and mildly off-putting. And like, I can link them in certain ways. It's like now oh, that's not the thing I want. Okay, wait, is that the base one? Oh, I've made this the base. That's not right. Yeah. Okay, so because of the order I did this in, it's a little fucked up. So this should be first. Then this one. What happens if I do actually make these separate? Ooh, what did I just do there? What? What are you? What? Oh no. This thing is probably going to go so well. Let's see what happens when I do that. That's not going to be fucky at all. Oh, that won't cause problems, no. Why would having just a random shape that doesn't actually exist cause problems? Let's see. Oh, okay. I forgot to connect them. Yep. Nothing. Yeah, they're all still connected here. Oh, it's pose that gets messed with. It adds an entirely new thing. Is that anywhere else? No, it only happens to layers that have bones. But you still have pose. Oh, that's because these have individual bones still. Like, I wanted to do this. But I still want the hand to be connected. Okay, so it looks like if I wanted to do it that way, I would have to have the arm separated or have it all connected. Actually, no, it still doesn't move the way I want it to when it's all connected. Which is interesting. Wait, then what am I supposed to do? So I guess the bones should all be one thing? Or they shouldn't be. I'm still very lost on how to fix this. I'm looking around at how other people are doing this. First bone is the anchor, it won't move. Bone warp is the surrounding mesh via the influence you set on them. Bones warp the surrounding mesh via the influence you set on them. The influence you set on them? Setting the bones to attack mode. Sorry, I don't know why that was the first thing I thought of. I'm lost. I'm dazed and confused. The influence you set on them. Okay, so if I go... Okay, so the pose has to do with the easing. That's not what I want. Like, I can do that, set them both to this, but, like, it's still not what I want exactly. Oh. It's gone now. There we go. So if I want it to be both of these, though, can it not be both of these? Yeah, why not? Why can't I have both? Weird. Bone key and the pose key are separate. You use the latter to move the mesh. You can use bones on folders and influence the entire layer using the bind bone to node feature. I haven't learned this feature yet. Agree with bringing it when on full mesh. It's pretty easy though. Basically, you put bones on a folder. You can assign layers inside to follow specific bones, like a paper puppet. Yeah, I don't think it can do this the way I want it to. I don't think the bones can do that. But are you able to make additional bones inside the folder? Yes. Not too many, actually. Basically, everything's funny. Warp the mesh. Yeah, for people who like, I found someone who has an animation that is using bones, but each part is separated completely. Like the hand, the forearm, and the bicep are all completely different. So I think they do have to be separated like that for the bones to work. I don't think you can still like change it in the way I want to without that. I also think you can only connect like one bone to each part. So that is how this works. I don't think I can... It move. Someone described it as moving like a paper puppet, which makes sense. It can't... It's interesting, though, but it can't do this. Okay, so either way, we've learned what it can and can't do. It also doesn't really like when you try to move too many things at once. So the hands essentially are now fucked because they can't move on their own. So maybe if I do this, I can have it still be connected. Oh, the hand can't really move much anyway. It's kind of disconnecting itself. Okay, we've also learned that that's not a good idea. Either way, this whole thing moves from this angle. That's good. Are you in your default position? Oh, we're over here still. No more of this. Whatever's going on here. Yeah, go back to your default. Okay. So at the very least, we figured out how to move the arms and how I can and can't move them. The body is still missing. There we go. Alright, so... Going back to how I want to move this... I guess I could also just use the default move. I don't even need the bones at this point. Because it'll still move this same way anyway. And move this way. Then down again. And up. Okay. Now I'm a little sad to figure out that I did this the wrong way for the animation type I wanted to do with the arms. But I am glad to know that I actually understand how it works now. Your current move is... Oh my goodness, what are these numbers? 3, 7, 7? Nope. You are not moving on that angle. Where are you at? I can just press these buttons. Oh, I turned on the move, but that's not what we're doing. Wait. Yeah, I've been rotating this entire time. Why do I have move on? What the heck? Oh yeah, so the rotate should just go back to 0 then. As always, now it has 0 rotation on it. Okay. Okay, now press play. I'm realizing I'm moving this in the wrong way again. I keep doing that. Well, I guess it's more like he's moving his hand on his own. Doesn't have to move with, like, the rest of the body. But it is kind of what I wanted him to do. I want his animation to be more subtle than that, so... What is this? Oh yeah, we have a move that I'm not using. Okay, so delete. Delete that one. Delete this one. I was supposed to have a work timer because I have Spirit City open, but at this point, we're just gonna leave it be. It's not like I can hurt my wrist doing this since I'm not, like, actually drawing right now or using my drawing tablet, so it's fine. So from the actual rotate, I would want it to move. So he goes up. And the thing his head goes down. So I want his arm to also go down a little bit. Okay, so we go from 0 to -3. So I'll do the same thing I did with the head. Add a rotate. Move it to, like, positive. Wait, is it not at 0? You are. Okay, then to once more move it down to like -3. And going up. Rotate to like +3. Maybe moving it up a little less though. More so to like 2. Give it a little like unevenness. And because then the floating is like affecting him. Okay, we'll see. The idea is that the floating is affecting his like gravity more, so he's moving downwards more. But I'm not sure if it's gonna look like that. So are we back on positive? What was the last one we did? Okay, so we're back on negatives. So back down. And then it goes back up automatically. Okay, let's see. Display. Kinda. It's not bad. I'll take it. But that also means I think I can maybe move the hand a little bit. Because now that he rotates from here, I think I can actually move the hand just ever so slightly. Because it has its own rotation stuff going on. So maybe? Not by too much, like enough for it to like freak the fuck out. But just enough for it to be like kinda noticeable. Might need to move the whole hand up, honestly. Then add a rotate in, and then, as per usual, move to 0. Okay, zoom out. Back to beginning. How does it look? It does kind of make the hand look a bit more lively, honestly. It is still kind of freaking out a little bit there. It's no. Okay, this is another move. It should not be moving, it should just be rotating. I also don't have a starting rotate. That's why it's freaking out. I forgot to add a starting rotate for the hand. There we go. The one thing, I do actually kind of just want to move it in general because I don't think I like the position it's in. There we go. That's not even a move, that's just it being in the proper spot now. Oh, no, but if I delete it, then it doesn't... I just want to move this piece. I don't want it to be in a separate spot. Then maybe I just leave it here, because it is moved from its original position in the animation, and honestly, maybe that's just fine. Okay, it does just stay there. It's not like gonna freak out the loopage. Okay, then let's add... Oh! Also, it's not its spot isn't moved again. There we go. There we go. Okay, now it should work as intended. Goes over slightly. Over again. The side. That's essentially matching the rotation of the other thing, kinda. Where is it going? It's going back up. I think the hand moving ever so slightly is kind of adding. And then just put the rotation back to 0, like all the other things that rotate. And let's see. Yeah, it does kind of add that subtle movement to it, kind of like when you have a character that's breathing. It just makes it have a little bit more life into the hand movement. There we go. Okay, I do like how that looks. Pause it once more. We can now leave this arm alone. Left arm is done. There's still more stuff to edit on the head, so we're gonna go back to fucking with that now. I'm still debating if I want his hair thingy to have, like, actual movement to it, or if I should just leave it alone for now. Though the legs are made to actually have the mechanics the bones are supposed to have, so let's actually mess with that now. Because I did do the legs correctly. Do this. And this. Oh, not that side. Here. This doesn't need to be this wide, I just didn't put the leg in the right spot. Would that be correct? I guess we're about to find out. Alright, let's see. If this is done correctly, this'll just work. I put the bones on the wrong leg. This is the left leg. These are supposed to be the bones for the right leg. Put them on the wrong leg. I got bad news, they ain't gonna work at all. It's the wrong leg. Okay, sorry Matt, fucked up your bones. Let's put them on the other one. There we go. Oh yeah, I also have to make sure that they're connected to the right parts. This tool. Calf gets connected to this, thigh gets connected to this one. Which I think just worked. It just works, it just works. It just works, it just works. I did it! I am accidentally animating him again, but like, I freaking did it. Oh, I undid one of the bindings. Why do the bones just disappear sometimes? What did I do? I know there'd be bones here. I'm not at the start, that's why. Make sure these are still bound right. Okay, there we go. Bones. Okay, either way, now his right leg has his proper bones. Now let's make sure the other leg has proper bones. From here to like here to like here. It should also be like relatively centered, I think. Oh, that's meant to go to this part. This part down here. This more so here. Okay, grab this, see what it does. Oh, it doesn't like being too squished or too extended. Doing splits. Okay, either way, again, it works. Woohoo! Which means both of these have proper bones. Alright. I will mess with the legs more. We have about another hour or so of stream to go. Just making sure that I actually haven't fucked up his legs. Okay, they're fine. Okay. That does make me think that maybe I shouldn't mess with the hair thingy thing. The hair thingy thing. The hair thingy then. I'm really losing it. Yay! Hawk's proud of me. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to, at least. Okay, so bones are bones. Bones are in their proper placing. Those are the only parts that get bones, because they're the only parts I cut properly. And I will remember next time, if I want to mess with the bones for the animations, everything needs to be completely separated in the art. And if not, it's fucked. Just go with rotation and pray it looks good. I wonder if I can, like, actually... I probably shouldn't mess with it. The more I fuck with the bones when they're not gonna... when they don't want to work, the more problems I'm gonna just have to deal with. I'll just remember to fix it for the next time. Thank you for the save reminder. It has actually been a little bit, and we've done lots of new things. File is saved. There we go. There we go. Thank you very much for the save reminder, Hawk. Let's see. I do want to mess with this hair thingy, but I also need to figure out how it's going to work. So if he goes up, the hair thingy, but also his head's going downwards. So now maybe the hair thingy does get to go downwards? I'm still not sure. Why are you angled? Wait, are you not at your default position? What's the hair's default? Oh, there's the hair's default. That's why it was saying it was at 19 angle. I had it moved already. So let's have another rotate. Already. I guess you are, because it's not technically your default angle. Because you're moving with the head. So if I just move it here? What if the hair goes up with the rest of it? How does that look? So the hair goes up by technically an 11. Yeah, this is going to be difficult to measure considering the rest of the head is moving in a way. So let's just move it around kind of randomly and see what happens. Body's going back up. You'd also think that the hair thingy has more movement considering, so maybe I should be letting it be a little crazy. Everything else is like, oh shit, not what I meant to do. No moving, just rotate. And then I guess set you back to 0 at the end. Yeah, because everything goes back to 0 at the end, so... Alright, let's see. What does the hair thingy do? Okay, it just suddenly starts moving way crazier than it was the first time, which makes it look like the hair thingy is alive, which is kind of funny, but not the goal. There we go. Okay, now it should move at the same rate the rest of it does. Oh! What? What? Where? Okay. I accidentally added a new angle. Zoom in. I think this was the original one I wanted to delete. Not I'll undo it. What? Now what have I done? It just keeps going up. It's supposed to go up and then down, but now it's just... Okay, up. And then it just keeps going up instead. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Okay, it still moves very crazily at the end. Okay, it's still a little fucky, so how about we just delete all the ones in the middle and then fix them from there. Okay. Because right now it doesn't move at all. So at first he goes up. His head goes down slightly. Up a little. Down a little. Up a little. Down a little. Up a little. It might seem like it's a lot more than a little because of the whole, like, everything else is moving thing. Oh no, now it's gone back. But now it just looks weird because it's following the body movement instead of the head movement. His hand's moving weird. It was bothering me earlier, but I thought I was just being, like, silly. But no, his hand is moving weird. It doesn't go back into, like, that up and down position. Can I move it? It's like speeding up. Yeah, here. Why does that look weird? One. Is it that it doesn't move enough here? That fix it? Or is it the arm that's not moving properly? The arm stops moving at the end. Okay, it's not the hand then. The arm itself isn't moving at the end. So it's 3, 2, 3, 2. That's why. So what, it starts at 0 as usual. -3, +2. -3, +2. That's not a negative number no more. Back to 0. Okay, now let's see what it does. There we go. That's why it looked like the rest of the hand was freaking out. It wasn't the hand, it was the arm. Okay, either way, also going back to... Oh, it's when something's collapsed. That's what that little triangle means. When there's a key that's being collapsed in, it has a little triangle instead, so you know it's below. Okay, So the hair thingy also just needs to move with the head and not the body. It can move more aggressively than the head. Oh, that's not what I didn't want the last one gone. It can move more aggressively than the head, but it can't move. So his head goes down slightly. Right, I have it backwards to the body movement. So if his head goes down slightly, his hair can go down more than that. +3. -3. Positive. That's 5. +3. Negative. Okay, let's just see what it's doing. Moves down, moves up, moves down, moves up, moves down, moves up. It's fine. Okay, so yeah, the hair thing is moving more than the head is. Honestly, maybe I want to move the entire head a bit more. And it rotates. Move it all up by 1. There we go. Okay, now let's see. I think I'm liking the movement. It's simple. I'm debating if I want to move the puff, but I think I need to, because if the stupid little hair thingy moves, then the puff should too, right? Puff. I can use the puff as an example for something, because I do want to see what it ends up looking like. Oh, wait. I would want this here. If something is delayed. Oh wait, no, actually I can use the hair thingy to do that. So instead, zooming in, letting the hair thingy move. slightly after everything else does. Except for at the end, so it's probably gonna look weird. It doesn't loop as perfectly, and honestly, I'm not sure if I like it. Maybe it should move before, weirdly enough. No. Okay, so maybe instead these stay where they are. Or even more interesting, the head moves before. Because that is another thing that is important to animation, is knowing when something should be affected. And usually, I'm pretty sure things like hair are supposed to react after, because obviously it's not being affected first. They're essentially just being pulled around by you. So maybe everything should be reacting after? But I can't really get the hair to react after, so instead I guess I'll have to have the head react before. Maybe I should put everything off by 1 again with the body. Okay, now let's see what it looks like with this timeline. Not the beginning. I think it does look a little better. It still loops just fine. Interesting. Okay, I think that also means I'm going to have to move the arm to be off-center, kind of like the head is. And then same with the hand. So I think the hand actually gets to stay in the same place. Yeah, because the hair is moving exactly at the mark it always was. Move these back by 1. So that it's all kind of lagging behind a little bit. Oh yeah, that adds so much more movement to it all. It's not moving in sync anymore. I like that. It's only so slightly, but like, yeah, there's a little bit more, adding that little bit more of lag is actually really helping it. I do think I'm gonna go back and make it so the head isn't moving as much as it is now and set it back to its original one. Set those back to their ones. Wrong way. Nope. There we go. Put that to a 1. Put that to a 1. There we go. Because I think that lets the hair movement look a bit more dramatic. Maybe I don't want it. Actually, I don't think it looks a bit more dramatic at all. I think it looks the exact same, so maybe it should still move with the head. Let's see. Yeah, it moves a little bit better if it's moving in sync with the head. Or at least I just like the way it looks a bit more. Alright, let's add another save. There we go. Also, we should be having ad break once more in a little bit. Don't worry about it. You won't miss too much because it's mostly just me talking to myself. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys are having a good time because I'm very excited to learn more of this, but I probably won't be doing more learning of this on stream. I'll try to keep this off stream. Though to be fair, this is kind of like all of my art streams where I kind of mutter to myself and you guys just vibe, so maybe it isn't different, maybe it is different, I don't know. But I probably will try to do more co-working style streams instead of what I'm doing right now, which is just kind of just doing my thing, which is really most streams, really. I don't know why I'm acting like this is this different. That is true. This does involve my special interest, which is making my little guy move. This is my son. This is Bat. He's moving. He exists. Oh, this is the most he's ever existed. Oh shit, wait, actually this is the first full body he's ever been given. And it's a funny little animated chibi. That makes me so happy. Oh, there goes the ads. Whoops. I was about to say something interesting, finally, and there goes the ad break. Sorry. I'll try to remember it. If I don't, it won't. It'll be fine. This other arm also needs to move. I think I'll mess with the earring, but yeah. We have another 40 or so minutes of stream left, because I don't want to have another ad break after this. I'm very excited. Let's mess with the earring next. That's another thing that should be getting rotation. Now, let's see. The earring, in theory, should move kind of like the head and the hair do. So at 30, it should rotate this way. Oh, it's moving a hell of a lot more than it would normally, huh? I'm gonna let them be kind of big rotations. Yeah. Here. Then rotate back to 0. 0. This, actually, I'll say kind of zoomed in just to see what it does. Does not really feel like it's moving in sync. That's for sure. Or does it feel like it's really reacting? Okay, so that's another thing, is I'm not fully sure how an earring should move. So let's go grab something. Hold it very lightly by the end of itself. First it goes... It almost swings on its own, doesn't it? It does seem to move a bit more with the actual, like, head, so maybe I should be following it more. Or maybe I'm just moving it too aggressively, actually, and it needs to... Put that to a 4. -4. +4. Welcome back. I was just about to say before the ad break happened, because I finally had some thoughts going on outside of the animation, is I'm really excited that this is the first thing I have done of Matt, because a lot of people like to redraw their first, the first time they've ever drawn their OCs. And I'm realizing if I do that with Matt, I get to redraw this chibi and remake it too, likely. In its current cool form. Which I think would be really fun. Because that means I get to test out anime effects every time. Okay, the earring should definitely be moving more than it. Oh my goodness, it's also really slow. Oh, probably because it's moving lagged way more than everything else is. So it should be on the same movement speed as the hair is. And some of them are, but some of them aren't. There we go. Okay, the earring is doing 2 things. 1, not moving correctly. 2, not moving fast enough for my liking. No, don't copy it. Get rid of it. Okay, delete. So it should move when the head moves instead. I feel like the earring should move faster. Which one's head movement? This one? This one's head movement. Okay, so then when rotating, and the head moves down. So the earring moves down. Let's put that in 8. Now let's also keep it with like the kind of crazy movement. So that goes to like 7-ish. Then to like 2. So +8, -2, +7, -3, +8, back to 0. Play! Okay, there we go. The earring should move like a little bit more. I like the earring more if it moves like that. The thing is I do want to test something, and I'm not sure how this is gonna go, so but to find out if I'm about to fuck this whole thing up. But the earrings have 2 parts to them. And I kind of want to see what happens if I make the earring bottom follow the body while still having the rotate. So it goes up a little. Same place it moves. Okay, so up a little. Down ever so slightly. Up a little. Down a little. Up a little. And then I assume from its move spot at the start... Goodness. What's your start position supposed to be? Am I rotating or moving? Ah, shit. Just undo all of that. I think that was entirely rotating instead of moving. Okay, so your start position. Which one of these is up and down? Okay, this one. Move, like, up by 1 pixel. Move down by a couple. So up, down, up, down, up, and this one is actually going back to the start. So what is it at? 242. Okay, I don't know if the earring moving like that will do much, but we'll see. Kinda. It does add a little bit more life to it. Oh, is that something that the hair thing also needs? Instead of it just rotating? That might be something that the hair thing needs. Again, I will never know what to call this damn thing. But like... Okay, so... exclusively looking at the hair thing, which I wish I could like, zoom in on it. Okay, so for hair thingy, I want to have it move a little bit as well with the body, even though it's following the head. It's rotating with the head, it's moving up with the body. So position up, up. Down, down. Here is at 136, 134. Here, add another move. 136. 134. 136. And the start is still 134, so... Okay, back to the start. Nothing to be hovered over. Okay, the hair thing is moving a little bit more naturally to me now. Okay, we're really getting somewhere now, and I'm very excited to see how this continues to go, but this is good. I'm very happy with how this is turning out. Ooh, okay, okay. What is this about? You can add sound? I didn't even, like, register that there was a little, like, microphone, or not a microphone, but, like, little sound bar icon. There's audio tracks? Oh, I wonder if that makes animation stuff, like, way easier for, like, animation memes or just little sound bites. Ooh, I didn't even realize I was there at first. Ooh. Files, save project. Want to make sure I'm saving frequently. But like, damn, this is really good. I'm really excited with how this is looking. It's a lot of focusing on the littler details, which is super important. But I'm really enjoying this process. It has like a way faster like dopamine hit than normal animation because I have tried hand-drawn animation. Hell, the spinny emote is hand-drawn. I enjoy, but like, oh my goodness, the longer animations I've tried to make, you don't get to see how much like you've done unless it's been way longer than it has been now. Like, sure, this is still a 3-hour stream and I haven't done the legs, the other arm, the hair puff, but like 3 hours of hand-drawn animation, at least at the speed I do it, we'd have only a few frames. Maybe the full sketch would be done for like the thumbnail of it. Not the thumbnail, but like the basic sketch. Oh, here, you know what? I can actually show you what I'm talking about here. Where is my animations folder? There it is. Okay, so this right here, Clip Studio Paint's loading up. I want to show you guys some animations I've made over the years in like hand drawn. They're not a lot. I don't do this very frequently, but I want to show you what it is. So where is, and let's turn this off because we're not exporting it anymore. Oh, did I delete the sketch? Ah, no, what? Ah, when did I delete the sketches for this? Ah, dang, I don't have them no more. Aw, that's sad. I was gonna show you guys the, where's the timeline? I was gonna show you guys the sketches I made for this. Also, you can see that one of the ears is still, kind of fucked up. Never went back to fix that, that's for sure. I thought I still had the sketches, but I guess I deleted them for, like, exporting reasons. So I wouldn't have, extra stuff in here. Huh. Well, either way, this is the big version of the spinny, which, yeah, it does have the entirety of the ears, by the way. They don't show up in the actual emote, obviously, but I did draw the full ears. Just to make sure those big old things looked right. Motherfucker could fly with these. Yeah, like most of it's cut off, but like it's, especially like the facing forward, you can see it really well that like a lot of this is sketchy or line art. Which I kind of decided to keep in because again, it's an emote and it's tiny and it's only my own one, so it's not that big a deal. Here is another animation I've done, which was the Doug Plink emote, which ended up just being a GIF. Because this was just another fun, like, emote sketch. This was me tinkering with, like, keyframes in here, so most of it's just, like, a solid thing except for the blink. But yeah, animation takes such a long time. Oh, here! I have, like, a rough animation sketch that I did a while ago that I just felt like making one day. I'm not even fully sure why. Could not tell you its purpose. I just made this one day. Not sure what was happening. I just felt like doing an animation sketch, and this happened. I thought it was cute. I really like how, even for how simple it is, you can tell a lot of what's happening. That was a fun day. Just got struck with art inspiration. Are there any other ones? Honestly, this is most of what I've done. A lot of stuff is just stuff I want to do, but I haven't had the energy for it. Oh, here's this. I don't do a lot of animation, but like even then, a lot of this stuff takes a long time. What is this? This should not be it. Is this it? I could have sworn I had more going on in here. Oh, this is the wrong animation. This is the one I'm thinking of, is it? There it is. That's the animation I was thinking of. I think above is the line art for it. Still not sure what happened here either. I just thought this was really cool and decided to animate it one day. I think this is from like 2 years ago, though. This actually involves 2 different OCs of mine. The first one is my son Adonis, who has plant powers, which you can see for like 2 of the frames. Sorry, 3. The idea is that the vines are supposed to be kind of growing on his face. And then the second is Diana, who is a werebear. It's kind of hard to see, but she doesn't have her little bear ears in the sketch. But the reason why she's coming out of the moon specifically is she's like a panda-inspired werebear. Who has she's very pretty, she has cool moon powers, and I guess that's what this was supposed to be. I guess I was gonna add the rest of their teammates, but then I never ended up doing so all we have is this. But again, still pretty proud of these because they were just random animations I got hit with the inspiration to do. But yeah, these were fun experiments with animation. They're not stuff I've done animation isn't stuff I've tinkered with a lot, but I do want to mess with it more in the future, especially now that I have something like this, which is so simple but so useful. Like this, I understand this a lot better, especially because of stuff like PNG Tuber Plus, which was my first PNG Tuber, like, ever, really. And honestly, I do miss the way the movement works, but honestly, I'm probably not going to mess with it more, especially since the dev just isn't happy with it or interested in it because of, like, the community, which I get. If you know anything about VTuber drama, you wouldn't want to make shit for people either. It can be a fucking mess. And one I would happily not be a part of if it weren't for the fact that I like making my funny little PNG tubers. I just like my funny little PNG tuber and making my own art and like world. That's actually most of the reason why I was so interested in the PNG tuber, other than the fact that I just don't want to show my face. I like my streaming career and stuff being kind of disconnected from myself. I see my Sona as a character. Sure, it's me, my online me, but like it's still one of my OCs, which is kind of funny. The thing you guys see me as is still one of my OCs, and I still treat it like my child, which is why she has her own world and stuff. That's also what the cafe critters are supposed to be as well. They're my funny little creature OCs, and she gets to take care of them. I'll still refer to my Sona as me because obviously it's my Sona, it's my main representation of myself. But it's still just another one of my OCs that I very much so love. And that's why I think VTubing is also super cool, because you get to have stuff like lore if you want to. And also there's plenty of times where people don't, and that's cool too. As someone who likes OCs, VTubing and PNG tubers are just so fun to me because I like OCs. I like seeing people's worlds and ideas. I like seeing people's art and it being like made into a living thing. Which anytime someone makes a PNG tuber or a VTuber, that's what happens. Your character gets to move all of a sudden. That's why this little animation of Matt actually makes me so freaking happy. It may not seem like too much. There's so much more I want to do with animation like this, especially for my characters. But like, seeing him in motion when he's been nothing more than just this funny little guy in my head, it makes me so happy. I'm so excited by just this. My son, he has existed as nothing but this funny little thing in my head, this little concept for so long. And sure, he has art, but never something like this. And I'm so proud of this, because I have so many more ideas and so many more things I can do with this. But I think I'm also going to let that be where we head off for tonight. Because, one, my throat is starting to get a little bit rough. And two, I'm EB sleepy. I'll be honest with you. I'm sorry I can't have the stream go on for a little bit longer. Yeah, that was literally the title of the last art stream I did when I was finishing up the chibi on stream. Was I must bring my boy to life, because having him be animated is so much cooler. I'm so excited. I definitely want to do more stuff like this. Yeah, it has been a bit. I also had some eye pain earlier today and almost decided to quit today's stream because I did have like a kind of bad headache. Luckily, it went away a few hours before stream, but I was very worried that I was going to have to cancel today. Luckily, I did not, but let's go look for some... Oh, we have one more bunny battle before bed? Okay, okay. I can't say no to that. Fight, 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 fight. Here, you guys do that while I figure out who we are going off to today. There's some good options in just the general, like, art channel thing. Not seeing anyone familiar at the moment. Oh, wait, no, that's not true, but you've been streaming for a while. A lot of the people who I've seen in other places have been streaming for a very long time, and I'm assuming they're gonna end soon. You know, because some of these people are streaming for 4 hours, 6 hours. Okay, let's go to following and see if there's anyone who's been streaming for only a little bit of that time. Yeah, bunny battle! Thank you again, Poppy, for the raid and bringing your community over to say hi. Thank you for the pat. Is it fixed? I know I fixed it. Why isn't it working? Hello? Not again. Okay, there it is. Never mind. It just took a while to work, but it did. Never mind. Sorry.
I have something to say.
Yes, Raya?
What do you call a fly without wings?
What do you do? What do you call it?
A walk.
Yeah. I know. She really likes that one. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Will you be streaming for longer? Maybe. I don't know. Look, this is the first time we've gotten to raid Kiri in like forever. Because he's finally still live while I'm streaming. He's probably gonna end soon. Let me ask. I'm just straight up gonna ask him in chat. I'm just gonna message him in his chat at this point, because I feel like last time I rated him this late, he's 3 hours in, same as me. Like, I feel like he's just gonna end as soon as I raid. Alright. We have like, okay, fine. You guys have like a few minutes of Kiri stream. Run, 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 go, go, go! Click that raid now button, fast, fast, fast! Alright, thank you guys for joining me once more. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is for you in your time zone. Just remember to take care of yourselves. Go grab something to drink, go grab something to eat, enjoy Kiri's stream for the last probably 5 minutes or less. Either way, just go show him some love and say hi. You call a fly without wings an arthropod. Good night, nerd. Good night, all of you. Bye-bye! Why am I being mean to him? I like fun facts about animals.